Alright guys, JD here. Welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. For the members, massive respect to you lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button if it's available to you, and then YouTube will help you along the lines. So as you saw on the title, Kaheim Dixon Adrian Reid was included in our World Cup final roster. Do you think it's deserved? Let me know. Alright, we are going to try and detail what they have done for the entire season so far, give my take on that, then I'm going to give you what the coaches stated, why they were actually included. So let me go over to the bigger screen so we can give you much more detail as it comes. So this is the roster itself. Goalkeepers, Shaquan Davis, Jaden Ibert, Connor Boyce Clark, and Jamali Waite. Alright. Then the defenders, Dexter Lembikisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Tavan Gray, and John Bell. Midfielders, Casey Palmer, Karai Anderson, Bobby Reed, Daniel Johnson, Alex Marshall, Adrian Reid Jr., and Kevin Lambert. Forwards, Shamar Nicholson, Ronaldo Cephas, Michael Antonio, Deshane Beckford, Kaheim Dixon, Corey Burke, Devante Campbell. Alright, so let me start with Kaheim Dixon. Kaheim Dixon's season, played for CC. They have almost won every single thing. He had an incredible season, one of the best seasons ever in the schoolboy competitions. Then he got called up for a few local camps plus games, and he impressed. He scored in one of the JPL versus local camp, and then he goes on to play Trinidad, and then he scored in that one as well, and that gave him the way to getting a nod for the Nations League actual competition. And he got a few minutes there, and I will discuss that further on in the conversation. But after that, he went to Arnett. A little bit in between the actual games, he went to Arnett and Arnett Gardens, that is in the JPL. He played around 8 games, they said right here, 8 appearances, and he has 4 goals in that one. I think he might have played just a little bit more than the 8, but you guys can go and check it for yourself. What I saw from him in all of the games, he has good positioning skills and he has an eye for goal. So with that said, I think he's amongst some of the best youth talents in Jamaica. Alright, where I think he has some deficiencies, I think his physical makeup at this point is just not there. Alright, he can be bullied off the ball, and especially when you step up to a higher level, he could definitely be pushed out of the game. So I am waiting to see which part of it, when that's going to come in his development. But based on his natural skills, I think I like the player, and obviously because he's a part of some of the best local players, I know that others, and including myself, said that others were performing better than him and at the same age bracket, so I would have gone with them. But because he made the team before and this is situation present itself, I do believe that it's better to go with someone that you know than what you don't know. Alright, yes, I'm going to return back to this conversation. Then Adrian Reid. Adrian Reid is a actual champion of the JPL. Alright, showcase that he has good composure, his ball retention, something that Jamaica lacks. He has that in abundance. I think he would be one of the best type of player for that specific trait. Alright, I wanted Jamaica to produce more of these players, and Adrian Reid seems to be one of those guys. He's playing for Cavaliers. That's where he plays. So if you guys want to check him out, I have no problem with it. Before I go there, I still believe that he could be phased out of games based on the physicality as well. But definitely, you know that players will grow into their man body, and maybe that will actually help him a little bit more. But definitely he can be pushed off just like Kaheim Dixon. So those are the little parts that I saw for them that I think that they have to work on, and I do believe that they're going to work on it over the years to come. All right, so but based on what they have said, Why they included these guys, I have no problem. All right, because Adrian Reid is a champion and showcased good skill set and maybe some of the best prospects in Jamaica. So the fact that they have put them in, I have no problem. Where I think I had a little problem, I was watching an interview with Mr. Algrimson and John Wall, and he stated something. He said it's not based on only performances, but also upsides. All right, and that's where my problem comes from, because when he talks, I thought he was generalizing things, and that made me start to question things, because we have a wider pool, not just the local pool, but also worldwide. And if you're going to say upsides, I don't know if you are telling me that Kaheim Dixon have a higher upside than Malik Madasil, playing in Petersburg at this point and just a year older or months older. You understand me? I wanted him to give me more information on that. So that is the only little cue that I might have some questions on. But if none of these guys are available and he goes for these guys, I have no problem, because I do believe that they are some of the best in Jamaica. All right, yes, and I'm not sure if they are going to impact the squad immediately, but I do think that bringing them, because they have such high upside coming from a local branch, it can only help them because of the situation presents itself. All right, yes, but that's the only thing I would push back on with what Mr. John Wall stated as it relates to the upsides are not based only on performance. All right, the reason why they pick some of these younger guys. All right, so he was not talking about the rest of the list. I think the rest of the list was based on performance, why they brought in persons. So Tavan Gray started off the season solid for New York in the MLS, so he gets back a next opportunity. John Bell was bustling before he gets an opportunity right there. So those were based off actual performances and not actually their ceilings. The younger kids were based off their ceilings. But I don't think it's a worldwide ceiling, like our pool or worldwide pool. I think it was just our local pool ceiling. They were the highest in that, and that's why they are selected. And I have no problem with that. I am actually agreeing with that, because I do believe that they are some of the highest level quality players. You clearly saw them early on. If you want to add Dujuan in it, even though he went overseas, he would have been in that pool, but he was injured, so that's why he might have not been included right there. So I'm fully in support of the selection. It's only if they would have he would have talked over, if he meant worldwide for our entire pool of young players, that's and they have full documents to come here, that's when I would have disagreed with him. All right, because I do think you have other strikers that are ahead of Kaheim Dixon, and not just ahead, but very far as well at the same age. So I'm just hoping that he just meant the local right there. So if he does see this video, he could clear up that in the next conversation. But I am happy for both of these kids, because we have watched them and we do have high praise for them as well. But we still have to keep it real and reasoning. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I have 2 more parts to cover for this video. For this actual roster right here, and after this we are going to still do our Reggae Girls live stream later. So bye bye, see you in the next one.